How's it going, Kids Church? Have you guys been enjoying learning about the history of CRC? I sure have. As we continue to celebrate, I want to tell you guys a bit more about CRC Pretoria. After CRC Bloemfontein was established, Pastor Art knew that he had to expand the vision all the way to Pretoria. In 2006, the first few services started in the Waterkloof School Hall with close to 100 members. That's quite a few people. Now, as the vision continued to expand, Pastor Art knew that bringing it to Pretoria was actually a very strategic move. You're probably thinking, why? I'm going to tell you. That's because Pretoria is one of the capital cities of South Africa. This is why CRC Pretoria is called the House of Influence. And because of the church's presence in Pretoria, Pastor Art has gained enormous influence with many national and regional political leaders across the country to expand God's kingdom. And with this influence, he used it to fight for Christianity and the youth of South Africa. In 2007, Pastor Art secured a prime piece of land in Pretoria, which allowed the church to move from the school hall to the east of Pretoria into a really big tent. In the beginning, the tent could seat 1,500 people, which is a lot of people, but the church continued to grow and had to be expanded again to a 2,000-seater tent. But this still wasn't enough, because in 2009, the church expanded yet again to a 2,500-seater. When Pastor Art expanded the vision of CRC to Pretoria, Pastor Art decided that CRC would begin live streaming its services so that Pastor Art could preach to both the people in Bloemfontein and Pretoria at the same time. CRC was the first church in South Africa and actually one of the first churches in the whole world to start doing this. Like our vision statement says, CRC truly is one dynamic church in many locations. Did you guys know that Pastor Art would travel between Bloemfontein and Pretoria so he could preach to both cities in the morning? He did this because God spoke to him and told him to lead both churches. So he would start at 8 a.m. in Pretoria and then fly all the way over to Bloemfontein to preach the 10:30 service there. How amazing is our leader? Pastor Art still had big plans for Pretoria. So in February 2014, CRC waved goodbye to the tent and officially opened the 6,500-seater auditorium that you and I both love today. Pastor Art once again built a state-of-the-art building, completely cash, so that people from all over Pretoria, even all over the world, could come and worship God. CRC Pretoria has over 21,387 members. Wow! I don't know about you guys, but that's a lot of people to me. That shows me that God's hand is upon our church in a very special way. And we all know when God's hand is upon something, it will always prosper. To this day, the church continues to grow and expand. So next week, we're going to be chatting to you guys a bit more about the growth happening in CRC Johannesburg as we continue to learn about the history of CRC.